When people call it the Serie A is trash, embarrassing, I take offense to that personally. Again, I don't want to give away my age, but I grew up watching this Serie A. Shout out to the channel for shout out to James Richardson. And I grew up at a time when to prove you're the best, you go to the Serie A. And the Serie A was so hard, it was hard to break 30 goals. It was hard. Like, I think Luca Toni had 29 goals, and I think it was a big deal when he got 36 goals for Napoli, because very few people broke the 30-goal barrier based on just how you're going up against the very best defenders in the world and the most tactical league in the world. And I grew up at a time when Del Piero, Edgar Davids, David Trezeguet, Zidane, some of the truly great, amazing players that done that Juventus jersey back when they used to play at the Delle Alpi with your boy Marcelo Lippi. From that, throwing in an Andrea Pirlo. From that, and I believe it's Zambrotta as well. Does Zambrotta play for Juve? From that to, how do you get malnourished in your own house? You're in your house. Someone comes into your house, goes into your fridge, takes your food, eats your food in front of you, while your wife massages the intruder. How does that happen? How does that happen? And he takes your kids to school. He takes your kids to school and he's taking your wife down the wedding aisle to get married. Looking at just how Atalanta pimp-slapped, devalued, and reintroduced malnourished, cannibalized, sodomized, and radicalized, racialized, theorized Juventus at their crib was shocking. It was shocking. So Lord in heaven. So just for Juventus, guys, it's crazy. Look at AC Milan and how far they've fallen. Look at Juventus and how far they've fallen. It just shows that I'm just growing up football changes. Things change. Because I'm growing up to a world where Germany can't get out of a World Cup group. Brazil are now trash and no one fears Brazil. And Italy cannot qualify for 2 successive World Cups. And the Serie A, in terms of quality, might now be behind the French league. It's insane. And Juventus right now are getting 4-pieced at the crib. To get 4-pieced at the crib, Juventus, wow. Wow. But for Atalanta, look, do you know what is so annoying? Because as watching that, I was annoyed. I'm like, man, look how these guys play, how the defender steps up the verticality of it, and how guys is always on the overlap on those guys' British tactics. You couldn't beat Brussels sprouts. With you, this team, that team I saw, they couldn't beat a bunch of Belgian waffles. Or is it more so that rather than how good Atalanta can be, Juventus are just a horrible team, and they're just trash and they're just ass cheeks? But unlike that Bournemouth Premier League, which the title race somehow ended in early March, guys, all 3 of them won. So Inter won, even though that Monza gave them a scare. Your boys beat Fiorentina, Napoli, and now they won. So all 3 teams won, and all 3 teams are in it. So you're looking at a genuine 3-horse race. And let's be real, for a long time, Atalanta were completely out of it. They were the third wheel. But somehow with Inter and Napoli dropping points, Atalanta have now creeps back. If Atalanta somehow do this, that would be a crazy story. Because when you just look at how small the club Atalanta are and their resources compared to Napoli, specifically, and Inter Milan, is insane. But the fact that Atalanta, such a small club, walked into Juventus, who spent some cash to get Colomani, stepped into Juventus and beat them so badly. And guys, if you watch the game, it could have been 6. It could have been 6 or 7. So 4-0 does not reflect how much Juventus got packed up. So, but yeah, look, it's going to be a fascinating race. I still feel it will be between Napoli or Inter Milan. But if Atalanta can just keep the momentum, keep the consistency, and can somehow do this, it would be a crazy footballing story. But for Juventus, sad. Like David, Subscribe by hitting that button over there and check out those other vids. One love.